showdown here. A matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to Waco, Texas, and McLean City, the home of the Baylor Bears. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Humstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going.
Away to get us going here.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. But the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver.
This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today.
Second down, we're going to throw it.
Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab.
Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First and 10 play coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll use the ground game here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss.
Gets rid of it on the move. Gets made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Big moment of the opening drive. They face third down.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking for his big tight end.
What a catch! They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Caught over the middle. It's Sims. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Great execution on the RPO. quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. It's an out route. The catch made. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Makes the grab. A chance to score. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
Chris, it's not always the big, tall receiver that gives these defenses headaches on slant routes. Sometimes it can be that undersized guy from the slot that's very tough to get your hands on.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking to throw yet again. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Irish.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This could create some problems for a defense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Back to pass. It's Jordan. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Bears with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Jordan. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Look out, he's in the clear. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. A gain makes it second and medium. He's looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
He bought some time, now lets it go. Short pass, finds the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll run it here. Running back with the ball. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They're going to throw for it on third and short. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a quick grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to the end zone, and it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. He went out of bounds, but a crucial interception here in a tight game. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with a pick. Let's see what they can do here. Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Backed up at the one, he's going to throw it. Gets made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
At the 20-yard line. Now, 4th down.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Back to throw. It's Jordan. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
And the Bears looking to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Penalty makes it first down and 20. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Looking deep downfield to the left. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Grab down the middle. It's Beebe. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
So if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this pack. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. It's Jordan. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That's a misfire.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Bears line up on 1st and 10 now.
Military stun front. Center.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Baylor.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Hits the running back in the flat. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Now moving the receiver now before the snap. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They test the middle to get stopped. That one goes nowhere. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to take off. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. And it's a direct snap. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. As the first down is still going. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? The 10. Touchdown, Bears. And that will give them the lead now.
Well, it's just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
After putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Can he make it? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking to this guy anymore.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he can bring it in.
Dropping back. It's Jordan. It's an out route. The catch made. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Bears will have 1st and 10 here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Nowhere to run up the middle. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Touchdown, Baylor. That's how you finish a play.
But if somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown, there's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the returner is brought down. Here on first down. Looking for the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a great throw here, and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
He's got a man down the middle. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
The offense really clicking here. Off the play fake on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Pressure is coming. Looking to scramble. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack.
I like what the quarterback's thinking here, trying to make something happen, but he's got to be aware. It's the first play of the drive. To take a loss like that, well, you really set yourself back on trying to pick up a first down.
Scanning the field. It's Jordan. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to have seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
See if he can make something happen with the returner. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And that catch is hauled in. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. Quick throw over the middle. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear. Past the 10, all the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
21.
Bringing it out. It's Marshall. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Players are down the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bears.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
They come up on first down, clock running, final minute here of the third quarter. And the wideout goes in motion. On first down, it's play action. Looking for a deep completion. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. And they'll give it to the back. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Gets made on the out route. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking to scramble now. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's third down. They got to get after this quarterback, and instead, he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a first down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looking right, this one caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the move now. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. The quarterback delivers a strike, but man, did he pay a price on that play.
What a great feeling for any quarterback. Anytime you throw the ball, you get drilled, you're on the ground. You can just tell the result of the play by how the sideline reacts. Your own guys. You take a hard hit, but it's the score that makes it all worth it.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is up and good. You lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. And they bring him down to the 32 after a solid return.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Looking deep downfield to the left. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Here's the handoff. Gets the first and still running. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. And then first down, right back to the running game.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's second down here. quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. A quick throw to the right. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Cookie. Okay, great.
Back to pass. It's Jordan. The pocket breaking down. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on 4th down in the 4th quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
That's the 45. They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. The run game. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. The shotgun handoff here. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Design quarterback line. Running through the tackle. And just a short gain here, and that will do it for this ball game. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunt